to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That's exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still running up the 40. He's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The roar on the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going downfield for the big play. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Randall. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them over.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball. Feels like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's right, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Ings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his 3rd possession.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's got an open man. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicking it?
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Randall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Back to pass on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quick completion on the outbound. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
Touchdown, Clemson! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson is quick to the line. To throw, it's Klubnik. Gets open down the middle. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense...
Turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what...
Sniped it up the 30 and still running. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. There he goes. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Finds his man. It's Randall. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady dive because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
I know a lot prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Clemson jumps to the line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense. Keep it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical. And
this will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's
and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot.
A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, their